Welcome to my Ragnamod 7 Let's Play. I've done quite a bit of stuff since we last spoke, but also I've done very little at all. So it's been lots of little things. So I've reorganised these so I can fit more roosts in the space. I've upgraded some of the chickens, so diamonds now have 16 10-10 chickens. So do emeralds, and also so do that's glass chicken. Where's nether star chicken? Yeah. So do nether star chickens. And I did it without making the opinium core. Because somebody pointed out to me that you can take a chicken, what we got here? Don't think it really matters. Put it in with any other chicken, and there's a chance that you can get either chicken. As you can see, I started making redstone chickens. Upgraded. Does that mean I took my redstone chicken down? No. You should not be here. Yeah, so there we go. Now we've got 2 experienced chickens. Now what sometimes happens, because one of them's been made using the thing over there, and one of them's been made using that, they don't like to stack. So you get the chicken stick, put the chicken down, turn it into a chicken that way. Oh, maybe I need to do it with that one rather than that one. And then it just essentially turns them into the same entity so they can stack. There we go. Right, 4, 4, 3, 3. There you go. Let's breed these. They're just a 1-1 chicken. But you can go in here. Yeah, I wanted to have infinite redstone because I wanted to be able to start putting clocks on the spawners when I wanted to. And I've already got, infinite gold, so I thought I'd get infinite redstone as well. We've added a few other chicken types. So what other chicken types have we added? That's the Fluix. So this is Shellite. That's Draconic Steel, Dragon Steel. And that's Twinite. They're the late game, or 3 of the late game thermal metals. I added an Invar chicken and an amethyst chicken because I needed the amethysts for a process that makes the T3 industrial foregoing debris machine cells, machine frames, that's the word I'm looking for. Yes, so let's go to the base and I'll show you what I've been doing there. So I think when I left off I said I was going to make this machine. I've now made this machine. So this is the fermenter. So this is making ethanol. This is making plant oil. I've put in some fluid drawers to be buffers. Those are both going into here, this machine, with a security update so it doesn't explode. Which is being fed by a flux compressor with a security upgrade so it doesn't explode, and a heatsink because this says it has a base efficiency compressor generates heat which must be dissipated to avoid efficiency loss. So this heatsink dissipates some of the heat. So that will just run forever. Every now and again you'll just hear it jettison some steam, and that's putting biodiesel into here which is just max upgraded, so this can store 2.1 billion buckets. So that's never going to run out of space, and even if it did, there's a void upgrade in here. So that is then allowing me to make infinite glycerol, which is going down into this drawer. I need to change that setup, so this will eventually go into a ender chest, and I'll put this drawer, because this drawer came from over here in that little nook up there. But yeah, I couldn't connect the drawer to the storage controller from there, nor could I connect the storage extender from the storage controller over there. It's just too much space between them. Maybe I could have connected multiple storage extenders in a chain, but I just thought it was easier to just move the drawer. Okay, so this sunflowers, ultra hot botany pot, they go into multi-servo press. Compress that to make sunflower oil. That goes up into the alchemical imbuer. And now this isn't automated, not fully automated anyway. I need to keep updating the amethyst shards, putting more in, but that's why we started growing them. That turns the sunflower oil into crystallized sunflower oil. That goes into the fractioning still, which makes slime of some description and refined sunflower oil. That goes down into the dissolution chamber, and then I've got a dissolution chamber filled with refined sunflower oil, and that is what makes these, I think. Is it these? Yes. So with the 3 late game thermal ingots that I told you about, so dragon steel, twinite, and shellite. So yeah, so this setup was needed to get to that tier. See how that disappeared? I'll show you that in a minute. So yeah, I've now got advanced machine frames. This is the other thing, it's making sticky balls. This is just a spare framed drawer that I had lying about, so I just used it for this. With the advanced machine frames, I was able to set up one of these, a mob crusher. So I've added range, speed, and efficiency. So this thing has a huge working area. You can see the massive working area. Because I was just getting constantly dive bombed by those irritating things. And I thought, you know what, I'll just increase the area so big that if they even try it, they just get slaughtered by this machine. And it pumps their drops into this thing, and it pumps their XP into this thing, which is upgraded. It can take 512 buckets, but I think I need to upgrade it again, because that's already close to filling. I mean, it will just waste it beyond that point, and maybe I won't ever need as many as 512 buckets. There you go, disappears. Upgraded these so that they vent, so this can keep producing that. This is catching sewage from the pigs that spawn very, very slowly. This is catching pink slime. I think this was all here before. What else is there to show you? I feel like there's something else. The only thing that's a bit of a nuisance with this is it's a bit funny with the way it works with the drawers. Like now you can't see anything in the drawers, now you can. Yeah, it's a bit of a nuisance having the show area on, so maybe I'll switch that off. Hide working area. But it's useful to be able to see where I'm in the range of them taking out those flying creatures. What else did I do? So quests. I went to VII and I did all of the little not fiddly, but the little quests. Got the ebony and the ivory VII metal ingots. So all that's left is the VII stabilizer. This requires quite a lot of occultism to do, so I'm not rushing to do that. But I will. I think this is all within my grasp. I think I can do it, so I've just not done it yet. And this needs me to get into the iridium tier of FDB contraptions, which I haven't done yet. So yeah, so that's a little way off. That I think I could do now. But equally speaking, I'm not rushing to do that just yet, although I suspect I should do it soon, because there's bound to be a VII singularity. That's why I set this whole thing up. It's set up for these glycerol singularity, and we're close to having enough to make the first singularity. I can probably dismantle all of this at this point. Yeah, probably can. Make some space. This isn't set up in any way efficiently, this space. You know, big things like this just in the middle of nowhere. We're harvesting these for infinite shulkers obviously at the moment as well because we can. Yeah, so Psi we did. We finished off Beyond Earth, so we got the last bits of that. I went and got some unknown ore, so this was done. And then the last bit to do it was to go into the progression and just tick off these quests and they give you the trophies. So I've got 2 trophies, one for power, one for that. So I also did the power quests just so I could have something else that was green. It was just, you don't even need the final tier of most of these, so I just made either the lowest tier or the easiest tier I could make. I also went through industrial foregoing. So I chalked off all of these, all of these, all of these. Next thing to do is to capture a wither. So maybe I'll do that next. Because I've made the stasis machine. We've got infinite power. Yeah, irritating things. Go on. Yeah. I could just make a charm that makes you immune to the effects of insomnia, and I probably do have enough of their drops now, so perhaps I should. Okay, right. I started trying to do hostile neural networks. So I made a warden frame. But you can't get into this yet. That requires something else. I think it's the machine frame that I can't make. Yeah, I need to get steel casings. Steel casings require a supreme machine frame, biofuel, which I can make relatively easily. Nether stars, I can make these relatively easy. I can make the unobtainium. And I think once I've made them that way, there are easier ways, so I can use the combiner and blocks of steel. But even so, I still need to do the wither next. So yes, back to that. Distracted again. Stasis chamber. So let's see, I need a capacitor. I don't have any left, so let's grab one. Do you know what? Let's make 2 of them. I might just as well as not. You know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to turn on the lights because I'm pretty sure we must have just like the maximum numbers of everything at this point. Maybe not witches' hats, but what do I need witches' hats for? Yeah, I can't see anything that's less than 512, so I either need to go through and upgrade some of these spaces, and most of these items I probably don't even need the amount that I've got, so yeah, might as well just turn them all off for now. What was I doing? Yes, I was making 2 of those things. So over here, this thing. Now there is a way to automate this, because I've done it before, and I did it before on Ragnamod 6. because I did try completing Ragnamod 6, and I got quite far. I got into like the mechanism fission and fusion reactors, and I think I was just essentially just saving up a bucket load of power and whatever matter, is it UU matter or whatever it is, to do whatever comes next for that. But yeah, I never went the whole mile. I think I got distracted and started playing Stardew Valley, which I've been thinking about playing as well. So there's probably going to be a Stardew Valley Let's Play on this channel as well. Right, now I need, what do I need? I need glass. It's a kind of glass. Tinted glass. 15 isn't going to be enough, not even close to enough. But I can make it with coal. I've got tons of that, so let's just get a few stacks of it. Because what I want to do is, I think the bottom's a place to do it. The bottom, here we go. This is where the wither cage is. This wither cage isn't going to be suitable for the job, but I do want to build a wither cage around where I do it. So let's just build out, or I could do it in the hollow hill. That's like a really big space, isn't it? Let's do it in the hollow hill. Yeah, look at this. This is the perfect space for this sort of thing. Might blow up some chests, but I mean, that's fine, isn't it? Okay, so first things first. That. Oh, can I get away? I can't get away. There we go. I should show the working range, shouldn't I? Show working area. There we go. That'll make it a bit easier, won't it? I upgraded my magnet. That was cheap to do. Now it's almost irritating. I got a single one of the enchanted golden apples, so I used it to make a yellow heart canister, so now I've got 3 blue hearts. Yes, right, so now the reason I want to do it inside one of these is because it's actually a little bit dangerous still. If I ever outstripped my power production, just kind of lost track of things and let my capacitors run down to nothing, I would be in trouble. Let's do this over here. It would be a wither flying around in the world, blowing stuff up. Now, I don't have flight at the moment. I don't have an incredible bow at the moment, so it would have quite a bit of time while I tried to work out any of those two things to just fly around and cause absolute havoc, which I don't want. So we're going to put it inside a big tube of tinted glass, and it can get up to no mischief. or limited mischief. It can probably still escape by blowing up the machines on top of it, actually. Yeah, it's not good. We'll do what we can. So, how do we do this? We want that. Gets a bit difficult to see, doesn't it? That. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh yeah, that is what I wanted, so that's set up right. No, I didn't want to do that. So, okay. You can break these. Let's remove the working area so I can see what I've done. Shouldn't have done that. Right, let's take that block out. Okay. Now we can see this is working. So that's fine. So we get 4 soul sand. Yep, and then put that there, that there, that there, that there. I'm using way more of this than I need to, and that's fine. I just don't want this wither moving about if it escapes. Wither skulls. There it is. See, almost immediately it's done that, hasn't it? Right, so then we do this, and this. Okay, so that's like that. Then we put that there. Just, can we not put blocks? There we go, we can. Right, then we need a fluid ore miner. That's it, fluid laser base. Maybe it's too close. Maybe I need to go one up. Yeah, it needs to be one up. And that's good because that means we can do this. Okay, and then we need lasers. Laser drills. We've got 8 of these things. Now, I think you can like do multiples in a row. Like that. I think. And I think you can quantum entangle the block and actually do even more. Not 100% about that one though. Then I need a purple lens, there we go. And I need to power all of these. I might use the at power. I might use the energy cable nitro for this. Need to make some more. Let's make a couple. Just because I've got a lot of pipes already in the base. Pipes as a mod can be a little bit laggy. So maybe it's time to dial back a little bit on the pipes. Now we did make another nitro ender cube, here we go. So you've got an ender cube above, ender cube below. These are all getting power. They're feeding to that. This is filling up with ether gas. It's going pretty quickly. I don't know who these are. Targets Y12, -3, Z15, Y12, -3, Z15. So it seems like they're doing the job. I'm not 100% sure they're doing anything, but I think they are. And maybe it's like when you're playing Monster Hunter and you tickle the pig before you go on a hunt, you know? Maybe that's enough. It's enough that it just makes me think that I'm gathering more fluid gas. Now, there are upgrades that I can use and I can make, and maybe I'll make some of them and see if they help. Because I don't think we're struggling to feed it power. I don't think we're struggling to generate power. And even then, with 2 billion power, we're not going to run out anytime soon. But the question is, what upgrades can we use with it? Maybe it's enough that it just generates some ether gas. We are going to use a pipe for the top of it though. Pipes. We're going to create a buffer. Fluid draw. I don't know how much of this stuff we actually need, but we're going to make a buffer of it anyway. That's going to start filling up. Then I've got a dissolution chamber. We got one as a reward for something, so I've got a spare just sitting around. Now, which one is this? Fluid input. Okay, here we go. So, oh, being attacked by a twilight ray. So let's see. This direction is south. So left is south. Okay, perfect. So pull. That's now filling up with ether gas. Use in the dissolution chamber. It only takes 135, so we could make our first supreme machine frame. We have all of the individual ingredients except for a diamond gear. Now we did make another block while you were away and stick it in the ME system, and that is a wither muffler. That just works. Oh, it's a death muffler. So it doesn't muffle the sound, it just muffles the death. But I can do this, and I can search wither with a skeleton with an ambient muffle sound. There we go. Now he's being quiet. So that's got power, that's got fluids. Let's go back. Where's the... It's over here, isn't it? No. Got a bit turned around. Here it is, it's over here. Been a while since we're back into this place. I think we plumbed it for all of its spawners. Base. Now we're bound to need a ton of these, so let's just get a stack. Oh, that's an idea. Let's get some of that tinted glass. Make a stack of these. Made a stack of Invar gears in case I needed them. Oh no, even with the slime things off, I need to switch off this. Magnet off. It's just too powerful. Pulls it all the way up through the floor. Yeah. Made some Invar gears because there were a few machines I needed to make. I only need the one, but we'll grab 5. Back to the twilight. Let's get rid of the boundaries. Oh, actually, I probably made this. I'm an idiot. Yeah, it's crossing 2 different chunk boundaries. That was incredibly inefficient of me. I'm not going to move it now. Ah, such a pickle. Right, that's 1. That's 2. Right, it's now chunk loaded. What a pickle. Okay, so it's one of them. Definitely a couple of diamonds. Some netherite. And some plastic. Doesn't matter which kind of plastic, really. We'll get a second one as soon as we make one. Jobbed. First Supreme Machine Frame. Now, why didn't that tick off the quest? Probably because I need a bucket of whatchamacallit first. That's your foregoing. Supreme Machine Frame requires ether gas bucket. Knew it. So we'll get ourselves an ether gas bucket when that reaches 1,000. And it's filled up that thing, I guess. So let's just go away and leave it to it. In the meantime, we've got a Supreme Machine Frame. We could make something out of that. I do still need another dissolution chamber. What are you? Twilight Ray Spawner. Over this way. Yes, what was I going to do? I was going to do this. It doesn't really matter if this looks in any way pretty in here now. So let's just do... this. make a little tinted glass igloo around that. And then if the wither ever gets free and starts blowing this place up, the amount of mischief it can cause me is somewhat limited. Let's light this place up just in case. Made it a bit too big, but that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter one jot. There we go. Oh, we had some more anyway. Okay. Oh, look at that. Well, do you know what? They're not. None of them are going to do any harm inside there. They can just sit there and chill with a wither that's been stasised. As long as they don't interfere, get between the wither and that machine. Yeah, still working perfectly. We'll get some upgrades for it down the line. Okay, is there anything else that we did? There is other things that we need to do. Let's get some Invar. Then some steel. And 4 Invar plates. And a steel rod makes a rod working die. So now if we go to immersive, and we can see the different machines, and then we click on that, go U, we can see gears, Infinity gear, wire. We might still need it for wire. Don't think we need it for yeah, no secret hidden recipes in there. So yeah, we'll probably need to make one set of wires with it or something, which I think we can make manually with the tweezers, but yeah, and then it'll be all done. We'll be able to pack it away, because it is kind of bulky and awkward in that, you know, I have to feed into it with hoppers. I mean, they're cool, don't get me wrong, the mod looks really cool, and I do want to get into it more one day and maybe use it as my primary processing mod, but not right now, eh? Okay, so what's next? Let's go back to the old base, because we put all sorts of things up on the walls, and we might have even done some of these now. I haven't looked at it since. So we haven't done either of those. We have automated glycerol. We have created another star chicken. We have set up the quarry. I moved the quarry. The reason I moved the quarry is because I want more rune blocks. All of that mining, and I haven't had a single other rune block. That's really sad. Ugh. At least got 3 more Eternal Stellar. I'll use them at some point to make more of the invulnerable weapons and stuff. Definitely don't have any runes, do I? Runes are really rare. Now there is a way to make them rune. So, hold on, there definitely wasn't one of those boxes in there. Yeah, no, it wasn't. Oh, what have I got in here? No, I haven't got any in here either. I need to empty this out at this point. Yeah, so there is a way to make them using a deployer. So I set up I've got a deployer and a depot. So I set those things up. I take a depth rock pebble, and I apply a glyph of rune to it. So I need to make myself a scribe's table. So I need some archwood. I think I've got some archwood. I do have some archwood. I'll need some sticks. I guess I'll also need some slabs. So a scribe's table. Now we've set up all the rest of this stuff in the old base, so let's be consistent. Let's put it over here, I guess. What does it need? How does it work? There's no right click. Do you know what? The Ars chapter probably tells me how to use it. Right. Scribe's table. Novice spellbook. So it seems to want me to make a novice spellbook first, which is relatively cheap and easy. Okay. We have a novice spellbook. After that we need the scribe's table, which we will grab. And then put it back down. Didn't really want that to be underneath it. Let's go back one. There we go. So let's assume that we stick that on it. Yeah, so we stick that on it. Okay, perfect. So need the black dye. It says in this book that you can create and store your spells. Do not forget to set the key to open the book on the spell creation page, default C. The spell book allows you to create spells with tier 1 glyphs. To create better spells, you'll need to upgrade your spell book. Okay, that's fine. Maybe my ink's full. I don't know. I felt like I should have put that. We were giving that for a reason. Okay. If you want to cast better spells, you'll need a scribe table to unlock new glyphs for your spellbook. There are 3 glyph tiers to unlock, and each requires experience and items. The scribe table is also used to attach spells to spell scrolls. To do this, place a spell scroll on the table, select the spell in your spellbook, and then right-click the book on the table. To create a glyph, right-click on the scribe table with your spellbook, find the glyph you want to create, and then click Select at the bottom. Right-click the table with the required elements, and the glyph will be created. Use the glyph to learn it. I unlocked Ignite. Okay, so I guess I've learned that glyph. So let's look at scribe table. If we hit U on that, it's 37, but it's not so many. Glyph of Rune. I think that's what I want. So I need Manipulation Essence, I need Runic Chalk, so I need Mage Blooms. It's always one thing after another, isn't it? You start down a path and then you have to go and do other things. I think I have some Mage Bloom. Yeah, there's a Mage Bloom seed. So back to the base. Okay. At Hopper. Do it quickly. Okay. Yes. Upgrade it to the Ultra. Let's just assume for now that it works with dirt. Just check. Sky Slime, Dirt Path, Lush Farmland. Farmland. Yeah, yes, this is going to work with dirt. Okay. Right. Let's go back to the old base. And there must be a space. Items. There we go. Good. But for a horrible second I'd be filling up that backpack. Check I haven't drained that backpack either. There we go. Right. Let's put the signs away. Right. Got Mage Blooms. Okay, so back to the base. And Mage Blooms need a place in the plant side of things. Take one back out. And what does this offer? Use turns into fibre. That's what we need. Glyph of rune, and a tripwire hook. Trip. I do like that. There we go. Done you both. Okay. Let's go back in here. Back to the old base. Over here. We'll grab that. Put it down. Glyph of rune. Toss remaining items onto the table. Now do we... Yeah, we right click. Oh, this is cool. Look at that. We've got a room. And then we use the rune to unlock the rune. Then I guess we've got to repeat all that, haven't we? There must be a way to automate this. And I believe there is, actually. We don't need many runes. We need 9 plus 6, we need 15 runes, because there is a rune chicken. So it's not going to be too bad. Need to make some more of these things. Kill some more chickens around these to fill them up once we've done so. Okay. It's not 50 minutes. I think it's a good time for the episode. I'm getting a bit aimless now. We need to set some goals. Let's set some goals. Sign 6 things. Okay, so we made another star chicken, so rune chicken. Finish. What were we trying to finish? Finish Psi. That requires occultism, but you know, it's just a high goal. Maybe we'll break it down into some smaller goals beneath it. I'm going to put here ether gas bucket. Like, we've already set up the infrastructure to make the ether gas bucket, but we're going to come here, we're going to see this, and we're going to go, ah, yeah, that's what I was doing, and we're going to remember that in the Twilight Forest there is a wither inside a hollow hill that's been hollowed out, and then we'll go by there and see how that wither is doing. What else? Auto crafting. Maybe I will get auto crafting done yet. Do you know what I want to make a stack of manipulation essence. Stack of manipulation. Stack of manipulation essence. Okay, so just because we've made a stacks of everything else that we need to make the chicken shells, and we do have a lot of chicken stuff to do. While we've done some chickens, look at all those unticked chickens, many much. Some of them probably we don't even need, like dyes, you know? Yeah, kind of useful, but at the same time also maybe not that useful. Throw it to have a chance to spawn the chicken. Oh, interesting. I wonder if I can make the dye chickens a bit cheaper than... Like red chicken egg, red chicken. Yeah, so I can just make these by taking a stack of these and throwing them till I have some chickens. So let's do that. poppies. I've got poppies, haven't I? Yep. Okay, let's do this. It's a red chicken. I did it. Red chicken success. I don't know that I will ever need that red chicken. But, you know, we chalked a up for quest. One less thing to worry about. Could do lapis chicken, the blue chicken, relatively easy as well. Lapis lazuli chicken. Blue chicken. These might be a bit tidier than the mob farms as well. So maybe I should do them instead of the mob farms. Certainly be less noisy, because they're not underneath my base. Right, I got distracted. Okay, so I'm going to go away. I'm going to start working on some of these goals. But before that, I'm going to make a new character for my D&D campaign. Because every couple of weeks I play a D&D campaign. Not the one that I do with the youth group, just me and some people my age playing D&D. And I didn't turn up for 2 weeks because we had family things. My fiance's cousin's kid had a birthday, and my fiance's dad had a birthday, and just happened to be on the weeks that I would have done D&D. So I missed out on 2 weeks. In those 2 weeks, they continued to use my character and got him killed. Now my character was a warforged, and I know in lore they're supposed to have like souls, and you're supposed to be able to use spells to resurrect them. But I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to be a bit kind of like, yep, that character's dead. He's a machine. No bringing him back. Say goodbye to that character and make something new. So that they kind of get the idea that maybe they shouldn't be using people's characters for things that will get them killed when they're not there. And yes, it's a little bit cutting off your nose to spite your face, but equally speaking, I actually haven't found being a warforged barbarian druid terribly interesting. And I've never played a wizard in D&D, so I'm going to make a new character that's a wizard. So yeah, I'm going to go away and do that. Alright, cheerio, bye.